What up with it? What up with it, Mac? Heads, what up, YouTube? I'm back on a from a mini vacation. Really went to my homeboy Junior's funeral. It's a good service. Got to kick it, chop it up with a lot of my childhood friends and neighbors in the community. But I'm back. I was able to establish a new interview, and it's really good. Really, really good. If you can withstand it, it's a great interview. Um, it's maybe a little bit of too much talking and lunacy, but man, it's good, man. A lot of good information in this video, man. I think I'm gonna run it every night at nighttime as a premiere. Uh, I think it's really good. The person is Denifu. If you don't know who Denifu is, he was in one of those documentaries, maybe Bastards of the Party, and he was talked about in one of those Hoover Joe interviews on Under the Groove. So we got the man Denifu, and we hear his side of the story and him giving his truths about the cripping. Not necessarily the origin, but he kind of, he's up there in the beginning. Kevo Deuce, I think it's good. I think y'all should watch it. I think y'all should tune into it like a Netflix series. Uh, and if you don't agree with it, cool. Express that. If you agree with it, cool. Express that. Marlon Geska looking out, bro. Appreciate it. D-Lo from Bounty Hunter Watts, what up with it? Babyface, what up, homie? I also interviewed Jimmy Lavender, but it's, you guys got a lot of Jimmy Lavender, so he's just gonna talk about his experience basically in the low bottoms around that 4 tray, 5 tray Jefferson High School area back in like 1971. So, but be looking for that Denifu, man, interview, man. I think it's going to be really good. Of course, it's going to take a while to put it together, but I'm going to get on it. Get some new content up there for y'all. What's up, Michelle? What's up, Robert Allison? Baby E, what up, homie? Just watched Big Mump's interview earlier. That's cool, man. That's cool. I met a lot of older people, man. People like pushing 70. Yeah, 69, 70, 71 years old that are tapped in with KMAC videos and KM Video live stream. So if you're watching, shout out to y'all. I didn't know a lot of older people from the community had been tapped in because everybody don't type. But I gotta check out OG Cutes on the Groove. It was done pretty well, and you got the flowers on there. I don't deserve no flowers for that, but it's pretty obvious. I green lighted it. You know what I mean? And that's I don't know how else to say it, man. I don't know how else to say it. Cuse reached out to me, and Bub reached out to me. But yeah, Cutes, Cutes don't want to be on the other platforms, man. But I thought it was pretty good. Much love to the older folks tapped in with the channel. Absolutely, absolutely. You gotta understand, kid, your channel is based on history, current events, no negativity. Well, this shit is negative, man. But I know what you're saying. Wednesday, we stepping out. What up, Ross? I don't think I'm stepping out, but let me know anyway, though. Would you go on Under the Groove, kid? I absolutely would, but not right now. Timing is horrible right now. Too much going on with my loved ones and going on that side of town, and I would not feel like that's the right thing to do right now. Kev, I'll keep saying it, and I'm going to say it again. If it wasn't for Kev Mac, a lot of YouTubers wouldn't be in the position you're in today. If you don't believe me, Ask your G homies. Yeah, Midwest, Antoine Anderson. What up, homie? Khakis are 501s, Chucks are Cortez, biscuits are corduroy house slippers. Well, corduroy house slippers won't hurt my feet. So let's go with house slippers. I love Chucks. So that's your answer right there. Chucks and Pumas, man. Khakis are 501s. All my life I would have told you khakis. But right about now, in my older age, 501s most definitely. I wouldn't care if they're 502s, 503s, or 504s. I'm going with the fives. K Mac, would you interview Joker from? Probably not, but probably not. Probably not. It's a lot going on right now too, man. I'm a send. Let's just say this. When we start exposing our legends in gang history, you have to be very careful because there's a picture being painted that legendary 60s ain't no good. The fact is, you got dudes from all these reputable sets. So whatever set, let me just say this, whatever set has a worse rival, you know where I'm going with that? It's been a lot of that. It's been a whole lot of that. So when we start exposing people, be careful, brace yourself, because a lot of other people from the other side can and may be exposed. So you got to be real careful with them dirty games y'all playing. See, I like to think before I tell a story or put people on blast, and that's also why I try to stay away from that, because it's a whole lot of that. Like penitentiary's been filled with blacks, teenagers, youth, and adults in California for years. Who you think told on them dudes? Who you think testified, pointed out, or described the shooters or the rivals? So I'm just asking y'all, man, be careful and tone that shit down if you can, because it could get real ugly. Now, if people from one set want to expose their homies, that's on them. But when you start trying to expose your rival, basically, man, it's pretty obvious for everybody on the streets, everybody tapped into YouTube. It's not that hard to get your paperwork. It's not that hard to pull up your case. We all know each other's names. And if we don't, we could call a big homie or call a rival and get the name. There's a lot of paperwork on a lot of people. Whole lot of people. So if you see somebody exposing their homies, stay out of that. Let them expose their homies and hold your breath, cross your fingers. Because you know you got some people that ain't sub 100 too now. That go for all gangs, all sets in LA that have a worse enemy or a closest enemy. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what's going on? DJ, what about Thursday night, DJ? I usually don't be up for it after them Thursdays with SAG. I usually eat, man, and go to bed and don't want to get up. But how about Thursday? DJ, you want to get cracking Thursday or what? Certain things shouldn't be spoke on. It's gotten out of hand. What happened to addressing it in the set? K's World, what up with it? John Mundy, what up, homie? What up, John Mundy? What's up with you, man? I thought I might see you this past week, man. Devin Knox, what up with it? What's the deal, everybody? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? Ain't none getting. Finna lay it down soon. That's right. Okay, I'll leave it there, homie. Much love. Ville, what's up, Ville? What you talking about? Who you talking to? You gonna leave what right there, homie? What's the deal, man? What I miss? Babyface. Babyface. What's up with it? A party. What's going on in here? Party. Nah, I'm just you know how I do, man. I just talk about things that's on my mind and I listen to the audience. But I was telling them like anybody from any set exposing their own homies, that's on them. When the rival, when the worst enemy starts exposing their enemy, be careful. Because it's people that done told. There's rats in every set, man. And nobody should be thinking different. Seems like it's a lot being directed at the 60s. And everybody else pretty much being spared. Fact is, it's a cultural thing. It's not a 60 thing. It's a cultural thing. Goes on throughout LA County, man. Probably the rest of the United States as well. But I like to keep my topics basically on Southern California. But got to be careful, man. Got to be careful, man, because it's a lot of paperwork on a lot of people, man. That's just not my thing. I don't know who called you last night. I have no idea who called you last night. I don't know the brother, but much love to the old, Menace, Clan Kid. Oh. Yeah. Oh, man. You got to take the K off, though, C. Carrera. Take the K off. Right when I went live, I need one more subscriber, man. One more subscriber for 60,000. I'm trying to free my brother. I don't need no screaming money. What's screaming money? Oh, streaming money? Talking about streaming? Oh, all right. Yeah, is that right? Stop idolizing these dudes. Y'all don't know either. Just because they got OG status don't mean they solid. You know that was my first message when I got on here, right? Not to idolize gang members, man, because you will be hurt when you find out the truth behind a lot of things, man. Taquema in the building. What up, Washington? But yeah, so I gotta work on that Jimmy Lavender for y'all. That should be quick and easy. But I can't wait to get to the Deniful, Raymond Cook, aka Black Dog, man. He says some interesting things, man. Say Kev, as a youth, I never did time in Sylmar or any halls, homie. Born Supreme. JRL, what up with it? Your caption on this video made me think you was at work right. I am at work right now, man. I'm streaming, man. I'm trying to get some streaming going on around here. And there's Mr. Michelle. What up? Michelle, I think I asked you last time and I don't think you answered. What street did you tell me you grew up on? Angeles Vista and what? Somebody told me Keniston. I said, nah, she didn't stay on no Keniston. She stayed closer to Ice-T. So set the record straight, Michelle. Set the record straight for us. Between Dean and Mullen. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate that. I knew you didn't stay on Keniston. Because on Keniston was, what's her name? Darla Givens and Carletta Givens. Then you had Troy the midget over there, right? You had to do it with all the mini bikes, right? Kev, did you ever get to meet Mumble? I never met Mumbles. I never ever met Mumbles. No, I didn't meet Mumble. You seen Cartoon 5-3 turn into a pastor. I had to unsubscribe. You shouldn't unsubscribe because somebody is sharing their religious beliefs with you, man. I think religion is needed. I think I think that's what's missing from a lot of brothers and sisters nowadays. I think religion. I think religion is a good thing, man. But to each his own, man. I know it's a lot of devils out there. Probably all the devils in America unsubscribe, but it won't hurt him. His numbers. Nah, I don't know mumbles like you didn't know Motor Mouse, man. You know, some homies you just don't know. Just don't know them, man. You know what I mean? But I ain't mad about it. Yeah. Them Bones beat us, but we swept the Padres. What the Giants gonna do with the Padres? Focus, focus. I got minutes class 12 inch. Why you want to subscribe? What tune? Dan is a good thing. Yeah, baby face, it's a good thing, man. We all need religion in our life, man. But you know, maybe he likes the war stories better. Or maybe he tune in to TD Jake if he wanted some religion. I don't know, man, but I think it's a good thing, man. It keeps you grounded to a certain extent. Give you something else to believe in other than gangbang. Give you something to believe in other than gangbanging, man. Hoping that one day we get that. You're not getting a Big Rick interview, man. Quit. Ken, would you say you're the third generation of 60s? We come out the tiny lokes, man. We come out the tiny lokes. Kel Mack from not getting caught. DJ Vegas, what up, homeboy? How you doing, man? Like a bunch of women in a beauty shop. Damn. Kev, you ever participate in any of your hood sports games? Nah, man. I never played sports. Well, you know, we skipped big little. I don't know. Jeffrey Walker, what up? I'm a Muslim. That's why I unsubscribe. Don't need a pastor pushing his beliefs on the kid. I subscribe for prison and gang story. I mean, I get that, homie. I get that, but you should you should get a brother his props, man, and thank him for his change and just trying to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, DJ Vegas. That's what's up. Do you know anything about Eastside Poets? I don't know anything about Eastside Poets. Okay, were you familiar with Neely Fuller? Never heard of Neely Fuller. Just because you're Muslim, you can't be biased like that. Nah, gang banging ain't dead. It slowed down, but I don't think it would ever die. Gang banging will never die. Just multiply. Colors, colors, colors. Man, I'm telling you, Babyface, I think you'll like this Denifu interview. But I'm gonna tell you now, he talks a lot. His answers are long-winded. Once I get it and see what it look like, I'm gonna see if I can take some of the irrelevant stuff out. So the viewer would be, you know, the viewer will understand. But yeah, gangs will never end. I mean, you know, shit. But Marlon Guest, man, I appreciate you, homie. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, brother. You gotta check that out. G Raps from the Golden Era. Like Warrior Spirit, what up, homie? all the time. If you're a Muslim and you understand, you unsubscribe, man, what you say, man? Babyface. Babyface learned how to type. That nigga write paragraphs now. Quickly, too. I think he talking into his mic and shit. If you're Muslim and you understand, you unsubscribe because you want to hear about jail and gangbang. What kind of Muslim are you? You know what, man? I would like to see somebody really break down religion, right? Well, actually, we asked that question in this Daniful interview. Like, when you're in prison, can you be both? Can you be a Muslim and a gangbanger? Can you have one foot in, one foot out? Um, but I don't think religion just stops you from your everyday activities. Me personally, I don't think so, man. Um, especially if you're Christian, man. Especially if you're Christian, man. Christians do whatever they want and then ask for forgiveness. Kiba, speaking of Christians, what up, Kiba? You Christian, Kiba? You get stabbed on the 4 if you do that. I never been to level 4. I don't know about level 4. I don't know if dude we interviewed been to level 4. I'm sure he has though, because he had like a murder on the police, a murder. No, his friend was murdered by the police in a shooting with the police. And back then he got like 7 to 8 years. Back when dudes was getting 5 to life and less than that. So I'm assuming he probably was level 4. I'm guessing. Damn, Kev, the Nation of Islam in here tripping. No one foot in and out. Damn. They be like, who you banging for? Allah, nigga, or Raymond? I think you can be both because I believe in God. I'm a Crip and a Christian. I feel you, baby face. Sup, Kev? Was good. See your OG Cute's interview on Under the Groove. He kept it solid as always. That's what's up. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, man. Hearing stories about booty warriors and killing other men is worse than someone talking about their beliefs. Only the Christmas do that. Kev, you ever going to do a video on Q's brother? Q's don't want to talk about his brothers, so no, I'm not going to do anything on the Bell brothers. One day they super crip, the next day they super Christian. Wait a minute, man. You just told your Muslim brother not to be biased. You sound biased now, man. You act like Muslims don't gangbang. You act like when you go to the temple, you don't see a whole bunch of brothers you did time with or brothers from the hood, man. But, you know, I joke and I would lean more toward like Babyface said, that you could bang and be religious. But aside from a level 4 where I've never been except to visit, I don't know how that works. I don't know the politics on a level 4. Muslims gang bang in England for sure. Brother, they just be up in there, just hear the word. OG Cutes, he take his friendship serious, old school honor. Cute solid. Yeah, man. I had a really couple of really good interviews, man. One had a deaf in his family, so we couldn't get that. The other decided YouTube not for him. He said it. He said he don't want to waste my time or his time reliving the past. So that's out. Should I tell y'all what it was? Nah, I ain't gonna tell y'all. All wars in history have been started off these things: dirt, coochie, and myth. Ouch. He called religion a myth. Ouch. It gives you something to believe in, right? They was banging in the holy day. They definitely was killing. They was killing, they was hanging people. Oh man, they was banging in the holy days. I know a few guys that had Muslim parents, were raised Muslim, and joined Crip or Blood sects. Me too. Me too. What about that Menace Clan though, man? What's up with you and this Menace Clan, man? Where's Funland, homie? That sound like that sound like you in a prison, man. I don't want to single out no demographic. Brothers be on my head for that. It's all good. It's all good, man. Zesty, right? Zesty. Easter deal. What up, 6ix9ine? What up, homie? What's the deal, man? S says, from the prison yard to the backyard. It's a contradiction. Muslims seem to be held to a higher standard than I agree. I agree, High Chief. I absolutely agree with that. It's kind of like me and YouTube, right? Like I'm held at a higher standard. I can't say shit. I can't defend myself. I can't attack anybody. I can't give my own personal recollections. I can't tell my story. Everything the Kelmac does is, why you doing that? You a hater. You being like everybody else. What are you doing? So I get it. Muslims are held at a higher standard, just like I am on social media. Y'all be thwarting my growth, man. Y'all keep me from expanding. Y'all keep me from going back to the top where I belong, man. Are you still shackled? Crips and Bloods wish people Merry Christmas all the time. Nobody questions if the Christian. Y'all gonna one today, man. What we gonna hold church here tomorrow night, man? Y'all want to hold church tomorrow? Y'all want to get on a religious topic, religious subject tomorrow, man? What's going on here, man? I'm gonna have to invite Cam over here, man. Let Cam talk about it. You are on an invisible prison. That's because between you and Alonzo are the foundation. Oh, I kicked it with Alonzo, man. Me and Alonzo kicked it for hours, man. Sunday service like Kanye. We kicked it for some hours on me. He grabbed the last of my magazines. I got a couple left on the floor, you know what I mean? But yeah, he bought my last box of magazines, man. We chopped it up real good. Number one, what's up, homeboy? We just reached 60,000 subscribers. If you're just sliding through and you're wondering who I am and what I'm doing and talking about, don't worry about it. Just click the subscribe button, man. We getting less than 10,000 subscribers a year, man. 7 years on the Black Channel, and we don't even have 70,000. OGAC took his game banging like it was his religion. He said that in the Triple OG Vacation video. Ice-T said it in colors, didn't he? Don't let the bean pies and bow ties fool you. They also have bangers. Absolutely, Shaniqua, absolutely. Man, I went to the mosque on Vermont. I think that's Vermont, Manchester. Man, I've seen so many people, I thought I was in a county jail. Man. So many people I know. Like, damn. And I'm up in there like, what's up, cuz? Like, what's happening, cuz? It got quiet up in there. Tony Muhammad like, who is this fool in here talking that gang bang shit? Don't forget to touch that like button off top for sure. What's wrong with a bow tie, man? I be seeing dudes dressed up in tuxedos and bow ties, but what's wrong with a bow tie, man? At least you don't have to tie it. Most black men don't know how to tie a tie, man. What's up with you, Shaniqua? Good to see you. Good to see you. He say we are not NOI. What are you? I'm just curious. What are you? I don't know the different denominations and what have you, but what are you? Death is my seat. Guess my religion. Colors, colors, colors. Deathbeds and funerals reveal the real. Just saying, just saying. Black Warrior Spirit, good looking out, homeboy. Good looking out, man. Health mission. I don't know about that health mission, man. I'm the same guy. Orthodox, okay. I think that was, I ain't even gonna try to guess, but I remember Malcolm X talking about that. But I didn't know Rosie Greer and Pam Grier was cousins. Oh shit, I didn't know that either. Huh? Why my father never took me to meet Pam Grier? If that nigga was alive, I'd call him and ask him right now. I was raised as a Muslim. How ghetto am I? Shaniqua, you was raised as a stripper. You was raised as a prostitute. What are you talking about? Hey, hi chief, I made catfish, yellow rice, and salad. Ugh, gotta be the worst meal you done made, Michelle. Miss Shaniqua Town Business. Salute, sweetheart. Just checking. Blue Hearts, Miss Beautiful. Man, look, I seen a movie, man. If this wasn't one of the worst movies ever, that shit with Eddie Murphy in it, man, and dude narrates through the whole movie, and they go rob that casino. If that wasn't the worst damn movie, man. I think the only time I laughed was at the squirrel, the monkey squirrel. I think that's the only time I laughed through the whole movie. Man, that was so whack. Dominations are honestly just like sets in a gang. Yeah, we all Crips, but neighborhood gangsters. Same as a Christian, but I'm a Baptist or a Catholic. Methodist, Christian, Methodist, Episcopal, African, Methodist, Episcopal, however you say it. What do you think about the indictment on Hoover and all that stuff? This, you know, I don't really know much about it, man. I seen it pop up on the news, man, but I don't know much about it, man. I know they trying to RICO people before this Olympics. I know that much. Super Crip one day, Super Christian the next day. Come on, man. Why you keep putting that on the Christians, man? All from the same tree, just different branches, just like your government. Kev, what's your approach when you ask OGs for an interview? I say, hi, my name is Kevin, and I would like to ask you a few questions. Do you mind if I turn my camera and my microphone on? And that's why a lot of them say no. They be like, Kevin, who? Who are you? Just Kevin, man. I'm not a joint. I never crossed Crenshaw. You know, I'm just Kevin. You know. And some of them say, "Oh yeah, man, I like your approach, man. You a real dude for telling me you had a camera." You know, some of these dudes wear gold chains with cameras and microphones and don't tell me I'm being recorded. They be like, "Yeah, I'll fuck with you. Where your camera at?" Most of the time, though, they make a phone call. Most of the time, they call a homie that they know, or if they don't know a homie and his number, they'll call somebody else. Uh, I'm trying to think of who was the last guy. Oh, I'm not gonna say what set he's from, but it's a guy from a set who I hope to interview soon. Actually called one of his other homies that knew me from jail, and they talked, and he called me and he told me that he inquired and did a background check before conversating with me. So that's what some of them do. They'll do background checks. Baby, I smack around, man. You know, he just raising his kids, man. Happy wife, happy life, man. You feel me? Because that when it's all said and done, if we still alive and we make it to get older, man, we gonna need them kids to look out for us. We gonna need them kids to take us to our doctor appointments, make sure we got our insulin and our sugar levels are right, you know. So he's staying to himself and taking care of his family. Hey, only 59 likes, but 99 people up in here. I'm learning the hard way about that happy wife situation. Yeah, I learned it from the Asians, the Koreans and shit, when I used to gamble with them. Happy wife, happy life. You want a girlfriend? You give her your check. You know, give her a check. You know, make her happy. You know, happy. Why do Asians speak that broken English but be having like the smartest sayings ever and shit? Family over everything. Fuck. We call that fuck. Family over everything. Man. Hey, I seen Cuse didn't have his shirt on either, man. Cuse didn't have a shirt on under the groove, man. Like, Cuse, man, I thought I taught you better, homie. Cuse be peeling out on anybody at any given time and shit. Sibo interview would be fire if he ain't too high to speak. Maybe. Love Asian. Bro, they ain't lying about that check thing. Half my hood lows. And their parents say that shit to me all the time. Man, listen. So, you know, I sat down with Jesse Burnett. He's the guy that fought Leon Spinks and quite a other few big names back in the day. That's my homie Bad News, his real uncle, right? And so I was talking to him. He's kind of a comedian, but he was dead serious. He said, man, I don't know my bank account number. I don't know no PIN codes. He said, I don't know nothing. He said, I don't pay no bills. And I was sitting there like, damn, this fool don't pay no bills. Like, nigga, you know, that's life I want and shit. But, you know, he paused on purpose, right? He's a boxer. That was like throwing a faking a jab, right? So then he comes and he says, I give my wife all my money. My wife gets the money. He said that way she can't never yell at me about not paying the bill, being late on the bill, or none of that. He said, I just give her the whole damn check. He said, I let her take care of everything. He said, I bought this house. The house is paid for. We ain't got to worry about nothing but taxes. I said, oh, interesting. But yeah, some people live by that, Jay Shield. Q should write a book. He's been there and seen it. Q's has somebody working on a book. Bad News still look like he can throw hands based on that picture you put. Jimmy Lavender looked like he could throw hands. But Jimmy would have to be disciplined before he could have a fight. Because Jimmy didn't have no socks on and had them sandals on, man, like Jesus Christ. Like, nigga. Like, I think Jimmy thought he was a sand nigga. He did grow up around Beach Street, you know. Very old school night there, right? Yeah, Bad News, yeah. All of them look like they could do a little something. Samson, what up, Bubba Loke? Bubba Loke in here? I love my wife, but I think I'm going with autoplay. Is Bubba Loke up in here? What about Rennie Loke? Oh, Howard was chilling with the OGs, Kev Bad News, Jimmy the Bishop, and Jesse. Man, it was wonderful, man. It was great. Basically, all three of us was interviewing Jesse. Uh, now I don't want to repeat some of the things he said. I'll leave that for him. But boxing is a very tricky situation. Let's just say that. Jimmy was doing the Jesus Christ with them slides. Petey Wax say he got a book coming out. Yeah, he might have 2 books coming out. We need a follow-up interview with Bad News won't do it, man. Bad News is actually the interview that I wanted, because just interviews are very limited right now. So I wanted a Bad News interview now that I know a lot more about it. Bad News is related to a lot of people. Yeah, I don't see Bubba Loke either. I don't know why dude said it. Dude might be on some LSD or something. This nigga Doc Ellis in the comment section tonight talking about Bubba Loke. But it was a pleasure talking to him, man. Jesse Burnett got a lot of gang history. He know about a lot of gangs over in that Watts Compton area. Watts Farmers, the Deacons. He knows about the Spook Hunters. Now, I was told the Spook Hunters wasn't a gang. It was a label that they gave them dudes, and people call them Spook Hunters. But he was like, no, they was a gang. And he said they used to whoop our ass. He said if anybody tell you that they used to fight the Spook Hunters and they didn't get their ass kicked, they a damn lie. He said the Spook Hunters was deep and they was the shit. Sag, what up, homie? What up with it, Sag? But man, he got a lot of good history. I want him to do an interview, but back to Bad News. Bad News, I'm not gonna repeat the issue that he's concerned with, but he's concerned with the issue. So he doesn't, it's personal. He doesn't want to do no interviews at this time. We got what? A Hunchy interview? You got a what? Somebody asked about Big Hunchy. We need a Big Hunchy interview out the HA gang. Oh yeah, I interviewed Hunchy years ago, man. A few years ago, I interviewed Hunchy. I mean, it's a personal issue, homie. It's something personal going on. Sag, man, feeling mutual, homie. But it's a lot of people going through a lot of things. Thoughts, let me say thoughts. A lot of people going through a lot of things, and other people have a lot of thoughts and second thoughts about doing interviews nowadays, man. Hunchy and Goldie were in that interview. Man, I don't remember that, but I do remember Goldie came up there twice and Hunchy came up there. You're right. So was Rockhead there? Because Rockhead and Goldie was there together at one point. But yeah, a follow-up with Bad News would be good. I told him that too. I said it'd be great, homie. It'd be great. Because he left out a lot of his kin. I don't know why, but he doesn't mention his kin. He got a lot of famous kin, celebrities, as well as known gang members. What interviews have you done that people didn't want released, Kev? Only the Devils. What was they called? The Devils in Watts. I think Rockhead was with Killer Martin when he was faded. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I understand our past life. Many of us are happy about it now, which is cool. Which is cool. Everybody don't have to be happy with their past life. I'm not happy with mine. I ain't mad at it either. I'm not hiding it. Yeah, the devil's children. Yeah, that one and pretty much. I think that's the only one. Oh, I met up with Little Caesar too, man. Little Caesar. Yeah, man. But anyway, surprised I kept y'all attention this long, man. Welcome to 60,000 subscribers on the Black Channel, y'all. Black Channel. I wonder if they give you a plaque when you get to 100 on more than one channel. The Long Beach interview with the Ace Deuces, you used to not like that one too. Nah, he didn't ask me which ones I didn't like. He asked me which ones did people not want released. We need it. Oh nah, Little Caesar said that too. Little Caesar want another music night. Man, y'all can't wait to put that K behind that O. I know y'all been waiting for a long time to put that K back there. I don't think we'll get another Hawk interview. We was just talking about Hawk the other day too, though. I heard Hawk had a second stroke. I hope he's all right. I hope he fully recovered. Good looking out, High Chief. Good looking out. Took a while, but as crazy as it is, the numbers started going up when I stopped posting. So I guess people just now getting hip to the channel. I know, sure, but you know, come on, man. You know that's my running joke over here. You know that. Like y'all don't go over to nobody else's channel and use diss words, you know what I'm saying, or put K's behind they numbers, right? Keep it 100. So I like to joke about it, man. Man, Jamal, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This channel is catching fire. Keep up the effort. Oh man, I wouldn't say all that shit. YouTube algorithm be tripping, boy. How about Flavor Flav? Y'all want Flavor Flav to come on? Call Flavor Flav. Hawk seems solid. Oh man, somebody was telling me, was it Denifu? Yeah, it was Denifu. He told me he did hot time with Hawk. He said, man, little old Hawk, you know, cause he was like, Hawk be small on the street. He said, but I was locked up with Hawk like twice. He said, man, that nigga Hawk is huge in prison, man. He said, Hawk's a big old dude, man. Big old muscles. But yeah, he said Hawk is solid, man. Hawk, I mean, not that he had to tell me that, but yeah. We need Chico Bean and Too Pretty Kenny together. I don't know, man. You know, we always gotta be mindful that these celebrity dudes really be getting money, really be working and traveling. You know what I mean? So we can't always expect them to come down to the little old channels. Feel me? Tobias, Mr. Wall Street, looking out, man. Now that you interview most of the OGs, would you interview G homies? Well, first of all, I haven't interviewed most of the OGs. And the G homies, the G is just OG, man. Just a G is an OG, homie. But I mean, you know, at this point, man, all goes, man. I'm trying to I'm trying to interview a newborn, man. Give a newborn a shot. Give an infant a shot, man. Chico Bean be busy though, but he know Corner Pocket started. Right. Chico Bean's cool though. He hits me up from time to time. I always say, man, G Perico, Glass and Malone, Chico Bean, Ice T, CJ Mack, of course. They always hit me up from time to time, man. They ain't too big for the program, you know what I mean? Chico Bell? Well, what about Chico Bell? Chico Bell dead. What's your question about Chico Bell? Any Swan Gang episodes? Nah, just that, it's a couple swans at the Figueroa Boy picnic. That's about it, man. I got a number. I was just given a number to a swan that knows all the swan history. So I gotta get to him. What you don't care about, man? What you don't care about? It'd be hard to know who everybody in the comment section talking to. And I'll be forgetting the last thing I said, so I don't even be knowing if y'all be responding to me or not. Okay, I see it. I see a comment. How back of a generation gap would there be understanding between you and a newborn? I don't know if they have much to contribute regarding history, too far removed. Might not be about history, huh? TPK said we started corner pocketing in his mama's garage. He didn't say he did. I think he did. I think he said I started corner pocketing in my mama's garage. But he says he started the gang, not the name. He started the gang, but he didn't give it the name. That's what he tells me. Black Native, what up with you? X-Man, what up with it? Because if I remember right, it's literally TPK and Kel. Yeah, because if I remember, I said, no, I said, who started Corner Pocket? He said, I started Corner Pocket in my mother's garage. Man, look, SAG got a channel, Melly Mel got a channel. SAG has a day on my channel. So I think that might be the closest you're going to get with them two on Kel Mac videos, man. They did a live stream on here together before, though, a few years back. I feel you on them chili cheese fries, man. I feel you. Yeah, Kev, I'm looking forward to a Keto Rock interview. I don't know if you'll get a Keto Rock interview on this channel, man. I don't know, man. I just don't know, bro. Melly and Sag had both gave Santana history on this channel. Kev, you should have thought about that before you joined these clips. Man, I didn't know what I was joining, man. I'm going to just chop it up to young, ignorant, impressed by they impressionable people, but not necessarily good people, solid people. You know what I mean? We were given a false narrative and a false image of what a tough guy really looked like. TPK tells some wild stories, but the fact it covers his L's and W's making I can hardly tell any of my L's because people say I made it up. I'm lying. Like, I think to each his own, right? Like, Cartoon could sit there and tell you his L's and nobody trip. But if I tell you oh, he lied, Kevin, man, you lied. I've been knowing you. You ain't done nothing like that. You ain't capable. Motherfucker, you motherfuckers got me twisted, though. If you one of them imbeciles that think you know everything about me or everything I ever done in my life, man, you keep that to yourself. You go in your bathroom and look in your mirror and you talk to yourself about that. I joined my hood because I saw my brothers doing it. I didn't fully know what I signed up for till it was too late. I fully knew what I signed up for. I didn't know the going ons of what I signed up for. What the YN infants can give us is mindset, absolutely. Why they do what they do, absolutely, man, absolutely. Would you ever transition into any other form? I probably would. I probably would, man. Like I said before, I be having nightmares and shit, man. Dreams and nightmares. I like to somehow engage with an audience about that. It's maybe with a professor or something to tell me about what some of these things mean. Um, I mean, shit, we got a gambling / sports channel. But yeah, man, other content. Uh, what I really would like to do more of? I'm surprised nobody stole my idea yet. More biographies of individuals, man, that had an impact on LA gang life. Like going deep into, like the Buddha story is monk, stuff like that. But it's time consuming and sometimes it bores me a little bit. Trying to be accurate, knowing that some of these people still have family and friends alive, so you don't want to dog them out, and you don't want to say things that aren't true. Like these guys in some of these other states that don't speak good English, that don't look like me or sound like me, they say any damn thing. And they don't give a damn if they start a war in LA, because they ain't in LA, they ain't got nothing to worry about. I ain't in LA either. But when I'm in LA, I actually go places. I actually go around dudes. Rivals actually hit me up and say, I watch your channel, homie. I watch your channel. So, they not pimps, but are gang bangers. Low key, that's funny that they look like me, but on a serious note, they don't look like me. Niggas don't look like, I got big ears and shit. I got a goatee, stereotypical black man before he get a booty face, before he shave all his hair and head off. Mouth look like booty. But my hair, I got a nice grade of hair, but my hair get nappy too now. Shit. My beard get nappy and shit. You know what I mean? So they don't really look like me, homie. These dudes look like some Australians or something, homie. Kev, how many homies of the past predate social media, totally different era and atmosphere? Kev Mack and many of the homies of the past predate social media. Nightmares are the traumatic. Damn, man, y'all typing fast tonight. Maybe I don't have my glasses on. Nightmares are the traumatic associations or memories triggering conscious thought for a good souled individual. I'm a good soul individual. I'm a good soul individual, man. Every time I meet somebody, I'm gonna tell them, man, I'm a good. From now on, I ain't just Kev no more. I ain't just me no more, nigga. I'm a good soul individual, folks. Bill Blast, what's so funny, kid? What's so funny? Not a surprise if some of those guys look like Kev. You know Kev was abducted and found the mound out. Y'all funny, man. I can't believe it's over 100 people still here, man. I better leave for another week. I better get out here for another week, man. Sag, we on Thursday or what? May God protect you all. See what I'm saying, man? We need that in our life, man. Later, Sag, take it easy, homeboy. I saw Sir Uncle Buck with a diaper and chucks on doing the robot. Kamek out there getting tan and chilling off. I did get dark, didn't I? How you get dark in LA and don't get dark in Las Vegas? That's great. Everybody got to look alike. All right. I see you Thursday. All right, homie, I see you. See you Thursday, Sag. Take Cud to the grocery store. And we ain't been to the grocery store since I got my car back full. I don't even know what Sag car is. I ain't seen Sag car, nigga, forever. You better not leave because YouTube will go crazy. It's because you're hiding in the house, Kev, in Vegas, Max style. Y'all know y'all see me out there with Sag, man. Can't wait, Sag. Can't wait, Sag. Sag ain't got no weed, y'all. Ain't no grocery store tonight. Dispensary. Sag, you ought to just buy a dispensary, homie, or at least get your name put on the wall and shit. And, you know, you advertise for them and tell them you go live from the weed shop 5 days a week, homie. We could do our lives from the weed shop. Angela Vista. Let me see what 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine, what you know about nightmares, girl? Cuz, what you know about nightmares? Nightmare only lasted for about a week. After that, first time, no more after that. They been lasting for years with me, homie. You able to grow your own plants in Nevada? I don't know. Ask Sag, man. Sag said his van is down. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Mine's was down for 11 months. 11 months. Just straight down. How you doing today, Sag? Sag is sleepy, man. Let Sag go to sleep, homie. He got to get up Thursday. Let Sag go to sleep. He got to get up Thursday. Live from the weed shop. Big Kev Mac, you sharp. Don't let the Muslim guy bait you into his bullshit. You know, man, I don't play sides on me. I don't play sides. I try to get on the side of truth is what I try to do. Now, that may offend people on either side of the aisle, but so be it, man. I try to stand on truth as much as possible, man. And of course, I'm always have my own opinions and perspectives, but also I'm a very understanding individual, so I understand why things happen and the way that they happen. So, you know, I'm at peace with myself, man. You feel me? I even got to holler at mailman's brother. I got to holler at the mailman's brother. You know, the guy that never been in the county jail or prison before. Yeah, yeah. I got to holler at that dude, man. So you know, uh, I'm pretty at peace, man. I'm pretty at peace, homie. Hey, what up, sis? You headed to bed? Enjoy your evening, bro, and chat. All right, good night, good night. Don't let me find out you're in Vegas. But good night. Take it easy. Man, I don't want no issues either, man. You know, If I was gonna have issues, they should have been when I was out in the turf every day, patrolling and strolling and rolling and you know what I'm saying, busting and fussing and shooting and looting and you know, like it's late now, man. It's late for all that stuff. Alonzo Johnson, what up, homie? Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Keeping it real. The arm wrestle, that's dope. The older guys have to show the youngsters we can get along. You don't know we know each other. How you don't know that? Well, I guess some 60s don't know each other, but you know. You back rolling, your car fixed. Yeah, it's fixed. It's fixed. It's fixed for now. Yeah. I mean, it still need a little work, but yeah, we good. I just drove to LA. Drove around LA for a week, and I'm back. So shit, it's cool. Well, good night, sis. Thanks for tapping in, sis. I'm gonna hang out with y'all a little longer, man, since we got some numbers tonight. You know what I mean? I remember 121 wasn't no numbers for me, but now 121 is like a new milestone. Every time I mention numbers, people leave. So I ain't got nothing else to do but work on Jimmy Lavender, Jimmy the Bishop. Man. Oh, all right. That ride from Vegas to LA and it made it so cool. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. How the city cared weather wise. It was ugly. It was real ugly to me. Like looked like it was gonna rain every day, but never rained. So it was overcast. It was actually kind of hot. You know, you would think leaving triple degree weather and going to LA, you would be like, oh, it's cool here. Nah, it felt hot while I was there. Y'all see sure to pull up on OSG side. Y'all be sure to pull up on OSG SAG this Thursday afternoon on KMV. Okay, thanks, sis. Sis said, yeah, you know, she said, make it do what it do. Good looking out, sis. Appreciate you. I saw an old Bobby Lavin interview the other day. He seemed like a chill dude. Man, we talked about Bobby Lavender this weekend too, man. A lot of the older guys, they know Bobby. They know him. They know him well. I never met the brother, man. I never met the dude. I don't think I would have wanted to meet the dude back in the 80s, man. But you know, it's a new day and a new time, new focus, new generation. You know, things a lot different now, man. Especially now that I'm into trying to get history and trying to meet some of these dudes who had big names before my time or in other sections throughout the city. Yeah, SAG, yes, sir. Popcorn, yellow striped smile. Thursday popcorn, yellow striped smile. Later SAG. Alonzo Johnson salute. That's a biblical proverb paraphrased. You got any Papa Burr stories from back in the day? I think you asked me that before. And I said I could probably pull out a couple, but maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Um, can't really think of no real stories offhand. Just remember him being around though. Man, everybody on some BS, so I ain't tripping that. But Bobby Lavender, his name was really more associated with martial arts and peace. You know, he left this world known as a peacemaker. So, you know, Kev, who would have won, Raymond Watson or Ray Boyce? Well, I don't like to do hypotheticals because we'll never know the truth. So I never seen Raymond Squab. I never seen Ray Boyce Squab. In fact, I don't think I ever seen Raymond Washington or Ray Boyce in person in my life. Not even as a little kid or a toddler. So no, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Big Gang James Worthy. What up with it? She said the first son, the people's champ. Good night. See you on Thursday. Can I send some material, pics and shorts and other stuff I made from your content? Maybe you'll find it. Absolutely, you can. Can I upload this shit? Can I upload it to my channel? You want to make shorts for my channel? You got that kind of time and energy? Shit. Crawford versus Canelo, September. Is there a picture of all those guys at the round? Not all of them, no. But Little Caesar took a picture. Little Caesar has at least one or two pictures at the long table. And the newspaper has probably, that I've seen, probably two pictures. Very poor quality, black and white, more like a sketch than anything. But yeah, Little Caesar can confirm that he was at the long table because he got a flick. Kev, you should do a video on how many dudes from South Central won a college championship or a professional championship. That might be kind of difficult, but you know what would be fly though? Is if somebody did a documentary on that right there. Kev, who is on your gang banging Mount Rushmore? Gang banging, not meaning founders, right? Gang bangers as like the best to do it. Too many to name, cause shit, I'd put all 60s on that motherfucker. But then you know it's gonna be dudes from other sets that deserve to be up there. Mike Pina, what up with it? Yeah, sure, but Monster didn't mention me, homie. He didn't mention James Lacey, homie. He knew James Lacey too. Do a video on the best beers at the liquor store. Coldest beer in Los Angeles. 63rd and Crenshaw. Do you have any pics of Pookie without shoes on? Nah, man. Nah. I don't want that memory, man. I don't want that memory, bro. Old English? Yeah, absolutely. I think Crawford win. Okay, Pookie. Proverbs is probably the best book in the Bible to me. Go make me go pick up a Bible, homie. Old English 40 ounces, man. You have a good night, Michelle. Which Michelle? Michelle leaving? Michelle going to bed? Michelle, we up tonight, Michelle. We up tonight, Michelle. Man, I'm yeah, he putting y'all to sleep. I think he ready for his dream. He trying to get his dream started early tonight, Michelle. He said good night. You know, last thing he think about before he go to sleep, he gonna dream about. And I don't think he talking about food either. She said, I ain't going to bed full. How's OG Bird, the man They just had the Slauson reunion. I just missed it. No disrespect, blood. One nation under God, peace and light, blue and red make green. How's that disrespectful? Huh? But Bird is all right, man. I meant to call Bird while I was in town, but I never got around to it. Time goes so fast, man. Kev, I know you're a big time baseball fan. I wanted to ask you, who do you have marked top 6 all time for MLB catchers? Well, since it's all time, we can't put Will Smith and we can't put Cal Riley up there yet. Porge Rodriguez was a great catcher. Johnny Bench was a great catcher. Mike Piazza put up a lot of offensive numbers. I personally like Charles Johnson because he was awesome on defense. Benito Santiago, I think he might have been the first one to put a knee down on the ground. Yo, Kev, I've been watching your videos for the last 2 weeks. The one about Too Pretty Kenny with the VIP one messed me up. Too Pretty Kenny stories will mess you up, homie. I don't advise watching a Too Pretty Kenny video once he gets to the part of once you get away from gang banging. I wouldn't advise you to watch the video any longer. Big Kev, man, reading the Bible is a good thing with blessing, my brother. Absolutely, homie. Yeah, don't listen to any TPK stories before bed. Oh, man, not before bed. You might wake up being one of the victims in your nightmare. Dennis Thurman, Dallas Cowboy, a 60. No, Dennis Thurman came out of the Venice area, Venice High School. It's a lot more catchers that I like, man, but I got brain freeze right now. Too Pretty Kenny is actually funny, though. He's more funny in person than on video. Sandy Alomar, he was cool. I liked Roberto Alomar at second base. Porge Rodriguez, though, he was a beast to me. Roy Campanella, I thought about that, but I didn't say his name. That's why I mentioned I like Charles Johnson, man. Charles Johnson was nice behind the plate. What about Buster Posey? He was cool, right? Maybe not all time great. Maybe so if you're a Giant fan. I ain't got no uncles like Too Pretty Kenny, homie. I don't know about that, homie. I ain't agreeing to that one, man. I don't have no uncles like Too Pretty Kenny. They get bagged on every day if I had an uncle like that. But see, Too Pretty Kenny didn't really know the demographics on him. And I don't know if you are aware of the demographics. You ain't going from 60th Street to 83rd Street. You just cross Western or you cross Florence. You feel me? 60 Hood is large. A-Trade territory is large. It's not just on 83rd and 60th Street. You feel me? So Kenny didn't know that. If you can, what's the crazy situation you had dealing with homie messing with another homie's girl? Oh, the craziest situation? Man, I can't even tell that. I got a girlfriend now. I can't tell them stories. I can't tell them stories, though. I might get beat up and quit. I'll give you one though. So I had a homie ask me to take pictures of this girl for me. And so I took pictures of the girl for him. And I'm going to stop the story right there. What's your favorite one? I also watched the one about you fighting your brother. You funny, all because you slapped that girl. Man, that was a bad day for me, man. I ran over my mother's ankle, man. My brother should have killed me. You notice all the ladies don't come in here no more. You notice that? Like when I start talking about my lady, two type of people stop following me. That's why my numbers are down. The homosexuals that was hoping to get at me, they not here no more. And the women that was hoping they had a shot, they ain't here no more. So like these are my real viewers right here. These are my authentic viewers that's left. No, we have some homosexual viewers up in here. They used to get real zesty with y'all, and I used to be peeping at you. Crazy sick wine. What's up, crazy sick wine? What's up with you? Kev Mack said the fruits were looking to get with him. Hey man, my girl put that in my head. She put that in my head. She said, Kev, why do all them dudes in your comment section be asking, do you have a girl? Who you live with? Why we never see her? She said, they was hoping to get at you. She said, you didn't peep that? I'm like, no, I didn't peep that. But I did peep all the girls disappeared. We used to have like 17 girls up in this motherfucker. Now, all of a sudden, they got cancer, how you say it? Hysterectomies, and got all kinds of shit going on now. Shit. But I had fun with y'all tonight, man. I had fun. Care whose hood is Florence and Cimarron, the little market on the right corner. That's the 60s. They had them female Tennessee. Absolutely. We had a lot of them and shit. Like, yeah, man, what size shoe you wear? Like, damn, nigga. Nigga asked me what size shoe I wear. You niggas sound like you should have been in Too Pretty Kenny's story. Right? Good looking out for the comment, Alonzo Johnson, man. Did you know Gorilla or Caveman? Caveman from where? I ran across a Caveman from H-Ray Gangster. And I ran across a Caveman from Front Hood 60. I asked around and about the one from the front. People don't know him. So I'm like, man, they got a big 60 tattooed on his stomach, man. I don't know. I didn't ask him. Oh, you know. He asked about Florence and Cimarron. I just told you about Florence and Cimarron. Kev Mack knows almost everybody. I don't know nobody. He talking about Caveman. Oh, my bad. Oh, sorry, my bad. I don't know that damn kid. I don't know nobody Too Pretty Kitty, no, man. I never heard no Caveman that Too Pretty Kitty, no, man. I don't want to know no Caveman Too Pretty Kitty. See? Y'all asking about them stories, man. You know, y'all gonna have some nightmares tonight, man. Make sure you lube up before you go to sleep so it won't hurt on me. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one, man. See y'all tomorrow. Same place, same time, same back channel. I'm out.